Alright guys, so we are back again with part 12. Obviously I've done and gone some more leveling up. I've also gotten some new equipment, gotten some new weapons, as you can tell, and I basically just been tampering around with the quest system and the XP system in the game, and I've come to the conclusion that it's just a grind. This game is just a massive grind, and Ubisoft kind of just lets us know that right off the bat, because if you go into the store here, if you go into the store over into time savers, they're telling you that you can save time by not playing the content in their game if you purchase a booster. So here, as you can see, I bought this because I really just kind of want to get this game over with, and this grind is by far the worst part of the game. And literally you have to spend an hour at least doing side quests before you even want to hit the level wall to go and do the next part of the main storyline. So, for example, I've been sitting here for 45 minutes doing side quests, just non-stop side quests, to get from level 10 to level 11 in order to qualify for the next level. And I'm sure I could go ahead and do the next level, but it's recommended level 11, and I don't want to sit here and failing over and over again when I could just be the proper level. So this booster did help out a little bit. I'm sure it would have taken me almost twice as long in order to get to the proper level, and I'm already just so worked up about this whole grinding system as it is, that the less time I have to spend sitting here grinding, the better that works out for me. So I bought this just so I could get through it more quickly, just so I can get more episodes out, and the whole thing is just ridiculous in my opinion. We're seeing a lot of real reviews come out for this game at this time, and I don't know how far through I'm with it, but people are basically just heavily criticizing this grinding system right now, because as you know, all the IGN reviews and the big reviews come out right before the game does, and I'm not even sure those guys spend their entire time playing all the way through, but we have to, and other people who are releasing reviews now have. And there's some real criticisms coming out, and I think the biggest one for me has got to be this grinding system. This game is going to take at least 30 hours for any normal person to complete without purchasing the XP boost, at least, and that's just what I've come to the conclusion of so far. So now we are hunting down Elpenor. He apparently must be in this fort, and now we're the right level to be at this fort. We're the proper level, and we do have some pretty sick gear,
there he is,
if I must say so myself. So he's
plain
down there.
sight.
We want to assassinate him. There's also some other objectives here. Now I've noticed that when we go to these camps or these forts and they're controlled by Sparta, essentially when you kill the captains and you kill the soldiers here, you're lowering the power of Sparta in the area. And now I'm not really sure what team we're on, but I've come to the point where I don't really care, because destroying these bases and killing all the captains in them gets you XP anyway. And for me, it's more about completing the game than the outcome of the war, the faction, because I'm realizing that Alexios honestly does not have much to do with it, other than his father was the leader or whatever, the wolf. A lot of people have been killing him, so now that we're level 11, we still can't even one-shot these guys. This is a captain, so we upgraded our sword. I've noticed that most Spartans have that battle cry. It usually sends you running. So we've killed a captain. We've actually almost snuck right up on this guy. There's also a drachmae buff you can buy that increases the amount of drachmae you get by 50%, but I don't really find that necessary. I think you get plenty of gold in this game, to be honest. Alright, so there he is right there. I'm gonna sneak right by his... Can I one-shot that guy? I should be able to kill this guy, right? I'm gonna go for it. I find it ridiculous how if you sneak up behind a guy, you can't kill him just because he's a captain. So I bet we get a cutscene here and we don't actually kill this guy. Let's see. Oh.
Decoy.
It's a decoy. Alright, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no way we're getting off with that
coward! Elpenor knew I would come for him.
Alright, so we have
Use
to go
that
there now.
imposter to lure me into a trap.
Should I go ahead and kill the captains here, though?
Soon, you will join your imposter.
I think I've been over here before. So what I did was, one of the abilities I unlocked was the automatic loot after assassination, which I had previously, but I reset all my skill points in order to get stuff better for combat. I have that again, and it increases your assassination damage by 20% as well. So that should help. I mean, it really doesn't, because if you're going to be assassinating somebody who's a normal soldier, and they're similar level as you, same level, maybe even one higher, you can one-shot assassinate them, no problem. The real deal here is with captains and other stuff like that, you can't one-shot those guys. You can't one-shot assassinate them. You have to hit them like with a stealth attack, and it doesn't even get close to half their health. All right, so we're going back down here. I thought I had a... So I think I'm just going to go straight here because I have 2 travel points, fast travel points. You get these synchronized locations, and you can fast travel straight to them after you do it. Fast travel takes forever in this game. I almost was considering purchasing this game on the PC just because of faster load times, and it would have looked better. And I'm kind of regretting my decision, but at the same time, you'd have to go through Uplay on the computer, and that's just ridiculous. So I'm going to run here because it gives me an extra second to talk about some of the stuff that I've learned in this game. So yeah, Uplay is just not something that I'd ever want anybody to go through, my worst enemy. That stuff is just ridiculous. I'm pretty sure you have to use Google Authenticator with that, and it's just cancer. So I purchased this game on the PlayStation, considering the fact that it was probably going to be easier to manage and set up and do all that stuff instead of going through the hassle on the computer. But it would have looked better, faster load times. That's been one of the things I've been complaining about in this game, is that the load times are ridiculous. They are so long, they take forever, no matter what you're doing. If you're loading into the game for the first time after having been off, like you're loading the save file back up, or you're loading a new part of the map, or you're about to start a mission, or even a cutscene, you just get these incredibly long loading times. I was running around earlier doing a side quest, and I got to an area that wasn't rendered in or whatever, and the game froze. Like, not froze like the system crash, but it literally froze, and I get the loading screen on the bottom, or the loading icon on the bottom left, and I just had to sit there and wait while the rest of the map rendered in, because it wasn't doing it fast enough. And I was running. I wasn't even going that fast, like on the horse or anything. It just took forever to render in. The problem I'm having here is, for that to be forgivable, I'd understand if the game had tremendous loading times because the textures look so good. But if you're going to spend all your time on textures and graphics like this game clearly has, making the scenery look good, you should at least have some fun gameplay. The game should really just be consistent and well worked before you even go on to textures and graphics and stuff like that. Okay, this seems like it's on top of a plateau. I have no idea how to get up here. Honestly, where is this place? I might have to climb. I just ran all the way around this, and there's no pathway. It's just like a mountain all the way up. So we'll go for it. But, I mean, take Horizon Zero Dawn, for example. The game didn't have... You know, that game played in 4K, but it was 30 frames per second no matter what. You could get a little bit more than 30 frames per second if you chose performance mode. But it didn't look the greatest. They sure made the world look good, but there wasn't that huge of a render distance. You couldn't see things in high quality that far away. The human textures, the textures of the characters and living animals, breathing things, was really not that good. Every person you passed by on the streets was pretty much just copy pasted. Whereas here in this game, everyone seems to have their own personality. I'm sure we're seeing the same NPCs all over the place, but there's more of them. There's more variety, so you don't notice it. In that game, they were just copy-pasted. The NPCs were walking around. The world didn't really feel lived in unless you were outside walking around. But what was good about that game, what they focused on, was the story was pretty deep and developed, and the main character was just that's what the entire game was about, really, in my opinion. It's just all about the characters and their interaction with the story. In this game, it tries to do that, but you can tell it wasn't its main focus. When you have these synchronization points that, I mean, you've seen it, when you synchronize, like they give you this action shot of the surrounding area, like it's a cinematic shot, like a movie. Because that's clearly what they care about more than most things, is because they want to put it in the advertisements for the game. They want to show you how beautiful it looks and all that jazz, and everything else gets left in the background. All right, so we're looking for a cave or something.
Death is coming for you,
okay, so I had to come all the way up here I don't even know how to get down there now. I think there's a cave over on the right side with a pathway. I had to come all the way up here just so I could find the cave. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what they wanted. These long draw distances with everything rendered in, with everything loaded in. I feel like that's what they wanted. That was their first goal. When they started developing this game, that was probably one of their first tasks to complete. Get the world developed, get the scenery developed, get all the textures in, and get it to the point where we can do these massive synchronization shots on top of mountains, and then we can start pumping out advertisements for the game.
Warned me of snakes in the grass, but I wasn't expecting these.
All right, so is this the entrance down here? Look at this. This is ridiculous. I have absolutely no idea where I need to go. Okay, so it's right here. I figured. Why don't you just send me to the entrance to the cave instead of doing all this stupid shit where you have to send the bird out in order to find where the guy is? I'm just gonna attack you, buddy. I don't give an F at this point. I'm dodging. Okay, so you're doing spin attacks. I'm taking that shield. That's mine. That is not your shield anymore. It belongs to me. Okay, so... Okay, got him there. Dodged him there. We can tank a lot more hits because we have this legendary helmet that we leveled up. We also have some level 11 armor, so... This is not going to be easy by no means because the combat in this game is real finicky. But what it is going to be...
I can smell that Malakas' stench.
Right, so I just headshotted him and he just lives. Is it just him down here? No soldiers?
We would have made you rich before we
No talking while we're fighting. You're gonna die. I mean, they should just go out on a limb and say that we're gods because everyone just seems to be able to survive 100 sword slashes before they go down.
Take it personally, Mistios. Your mother is the one we're waiting for.
What I liked about the older Assassin's Creed was there was never any of this level progression with items and stuff like that and weapons. You'd get into an engagement with people and it really didn't matter what weapons you had. They were more for show, more for
Don't
flash.
fight it.
Especially in Assassin's Creed 3,
We already have
you get
demons.
this
We'll find your mother
pistol.
and
You get
you'll
all
be
these different
dead.
types of pistol that would allow you to do different things in combat. It was never about level walls and stuff like that.
me is a mistake.
Trusting you on Kefalonia was a mistake.
I'm killing this
I
guy.
am the reason you left that island.
Gotta start being
alive.
more aggressive here.
The cult wanted you dead.
What cult? Where are they?
This is the only mainline level 11 story quest we've done so far. If I finish this right now, and the next mainline level requirement is 12, I am going to be so pissed. I'm going to be so mad. It's just ridiculous. You do one mainline story quest, and then you have to level up for the next one. It's ridiculous.
Small shard I found
I get to
on
the point
Alpinor.
where I come back
It's
after an
like
hour and I
nothing
don't even know
I've
what
ever
I'm doing
seen.
anymore.
Might come in handy.
So oh, finally, some gold armor. That's exactly what we've been looking for. I'm not sure what's rated higher, gold or purple. I think purple's epic and gold is legendary. So our sword's legendary, our braces are legendary, and I'll show you here. Our sword's legendary, our bracers are legendary, and our helmet is epic. So I'm not sure what's higher, epic or legendary. What I need to do is I need to get 2 items in the same category and then compare them to each other. So I need like 2 braces that are purple and gold and see which one has way higher armor than the other, and that will give it away right off the bat which one is better. I'm still thinking legendary's higher because this does 219 damage per second, whereas this only has 60 armor, and I'm thinking the armor might increase a little bit more slowly, but at the same time, I've seen helmets, I had some helmets that I've sold which were closer to this in value than normal items are to this in value, to this sword. So I have some better armor here. Let's look at that. So that's a 15 armor increase. I'm not sure what percentage that is. 72, it's probably like a 20% increase in armor, right? So that's what a legendary gives us. I don't really like the look of that, though. We'll probably be getting rid of this if we get another legendary item. It's not my favorite, but we have a rare bow now, level 11. And I have been dismantling some of these because some of them give you actually good good stuff if you dismantle them. Like, what will this armor give us if we dismantle it? Just leather. Some of the other stuff that you dismantle gives you better raw materials. Alright, so we have a new quest. Let's moment of truth. If this crap The Serpent's Lair. Okay, so it's not level 12. That's good. I would have been real mad about that. How many more location objectives do we have here? Kill Captain in the Snake Temple. Where are all these people? Does this cave go deeper? Oh, we need that stuff. That stuff's real good. Iron metal and the precious gems. But I already looted one of these. There must be more to this cave, and I'm just not in the game right now for finding out what it is. I'm not sure how do you get deeper in the cave, but there's clearly captains and cultist guards or whatnot. But now we gotta go even deeper. We gotta go that way. Luckily we did a synchronization point, so we're getting all these fast travel. Oh, here we go. So this is, oh, we're in the Snake Temple. That's like the back door of the Snake Temple. I don't know what I just did there, but I just tackled that guy. Alright, so I'm gonna take this guy's shield. That's one of my favorite abilities. Because there's nothing more annoying than getting into a rhythm of attack and then just coming up against the guy with a shield. So we got 4 more cultist guards. We got the captain still. So this is not the captain. That's the captain. We should be tankier because we have better armor now. You get these heavy guys who also have shields. You can't take away their shield because they're like a combo of things here. Alright, so she just tackled me. I'm kind of tempted to bring this fight down here because you can't really see what's going on when we're standing here in the brush. There's a guy over here with a bow shooting at me. Take. I can take this guy's shield now. Okay, or not. I'm just gonna kill the captain. She has no shield. I can't seem to take any of these people's shields. They won't let me. I need to level up my shield taking ability. Perfect dodge there. Alright, so there's another one dead. We got 3 more. We got some loot to take. Let's see if we can take this guy's shield. Nope, nothing. Alright, so we just gotta continue to dodge. There's another one down. If you're gonna try playing this game, I'm telling you right now that the heal ability is necessary. It gives you a quarter of your health back, and you get it pretty often, honestly. I gotta hit this guy with a big attack. I thought I perfect dodged that second one there. Then we need an ancient tablet and 1 more loot treasure. We have to loot the treasure. It's not a loot treasure, but you get it. Alright, so we get the Athena vision here. Let's see what we can find. Treasure's probably in the back. Maybe back here. Yeah, I'm seeing stuff over here. So there's some arrows and whatnot. Treasure's probably in here. Yeah, there's the treasure. We need the tablet though. I'm gonna keep going around searching. Nothing. I might want to level up my range on this, increase the range so I can find stuff from farther distances. Something pinged. Over here to the left, there's the tablet. Alright, so we got everything. Let's get on to this next objective then. I am not sure how we get over there, but let's get our horse. It's not available because we're inside an objective. It's like a big canyon here, so we're going to run around this way, see if there's a road over here, and then we'll call the horse. There is a road. I wonder if there's a bridge down here. We got the horse. Alright, let's see if this road will take us there. Yeah, well, it will do that for us. you're wondering about purchasing this game, you're really starting to see what it comes down to. Go from one place to the next, do all these random side quests in order to increase your level so you can pass the level wall. I'm saying paywall because it pretty much is if you want to expedite the process. You got to get past the level wall in order to actually progress with the story. It's really just one massive grind. This game would take forever. I seriously recommend just taking a month off from work just to finish it. I work during the day and I find it so hard to have to come home and do level grinding for at least an hour before I can start recording these parts here. But I'm not going to complain about it, it's just what it is. You know, it's a business. They're selling a game here. Alright, I am not running all the way around this. Can't go over it, or you can go over it. You can't go under it, can't go around it, gotta go over it. Can't go through it. That's what I should have said. I really just don't get it. I don't know why they have to put all these objectives on the other side of the map. Alexios just hears talk to Herodotus. Are we going back to where we already were? I feel like such an idiot right now if we have to go back to where we already were. We are. We're going back up to Delphi. And I'm not on the route here. Oh, the road's right up here. So screw it. The road's right in front of us. Fast travel does take a long time, so the road's right up here. We'll just climb up to it and get going. I didn't figure we were going back to Delphi. I saw it, talked to Herodotus, but I didn't know that's where it wanted to take us. There are a lot of people walking around wherever you go on the roads and whatnot. As far as how this compares to other Assassin's Creed games, personally, I don't like the formula change. See, that's what I'm talking about, that loading screen right there. That wasn't me. It's because it hasn't finished loading in. But as far as the gameplay changes and the formula changes, I don't really agree with it. I think the old formula was better. I just think they needed to perfect it, and they were really...
So this is the secret
This isn't even loaded in yet. Look at that.
They're not
But
ones for subtlety.
the old formula was better. I just don't think they had perfected it yet. And now they went back to this almost barbaric formula type, and I don't really like it too much. I liked the combat of the old games way better. The open world design is still something kind of new that they're not fully understanding yet. So mixing that together with a new combat system didn't really work in my opinion in the last game, and there's a lot of bugs and glitches in this one. I think they fudged up with the leveling and grinding system. It sucks.
So this is it.
I mean, all you have to do is take a look at Spider-Man for how a leveling system should be. I played that on my channel. That game's leveling system was so fluid, it was almost like you didn't notice it. It was like you wanted to level up. You wanted to go out and level up.
I don't think they'll look too kindly on that.
How do I look?
I've got the outfit now. Now we're going into the temple.
Terrifying.
Good.
Find me once you've found out the truth in there. Keep your
You got
wits
it, boss.
about you. Try not to do anything rash.
You got it, Herodotus.
Rash.
These characters talk to each other like they know each other, but they really just met the previous day. Are we going into the back door?
Who thought these ridiculous costumes were a good idea?
I think it's more for secrecy and like worship. What's up, guys? I want those outfits. That's cool. Shiny. You can purchase all this stuff in the shop with real currency, but screw that. Probably get some pretty sick gear by the end of this game.
You're late! Very late! It's a good thing Demos hasn't arrived yet.
Sorry, it's my first time.
A new recruit? Welcome, welcome!
I don't want to be an asshole or anything, but they really kind of changed the historical accuracy of these games, and I'm not really saying they're that historically accurate because they're not. They're introducing an entire storyline that didn't exist, which is the Assassin's Brotherhood and the Templars and the whole who are the people that came before, whatever they were called, like the God people. That's the whole background of these games. But honestly, you kind of take me out of it when you completely change the way the world looked back then. And the world we live in now is completely different when we talk about social, social norms and what we do. But back then, women were just definitely not in these positions. And it kind of just takes me out of it when we come down here into this really secret cultist layer. They're out here doing evil things, These are the people you'd expect to be like doing terrible things to their women back at home and stuff like that. But we just see women openly accepted down here. This is not how women were acting back then.
Here.
And I guarantee you half these people are here are women. It just doesn't make any sense.
Good.
We're here to evaluate the strides taken by the cult since the last meeting.
Okay,
We
so
haven't
that's
met
clearly
for
a piece of
some
Eden.
time.
Where did they come from?
The land and across the seas, we assemble as a community.
I feel like if you were part of this
Here,
community,
there
you'd
is
know
no
everything
one.
about it already.
There are no sides.
That's what I'm saying. This is why you don't want women in your organization, because they're clueless and they just spill all this information to people they don't know.
You mentioned someone. Demos. Who is that?
You'll learn her name very, very quickly.
She has
She's
a
our
woman's
leader.
mask on.
I'm sure she believes that, but no. She's our weapon. She's difficult, but she does important work for us. I don't envy her position one bit.
That makes me real confident when you tell me that.
I'll go talk to the others. Thank you.
Yes, before Demos comes. Who knows if you'll get a word in after that.
I'm getting so tired of these Assassin's Creed games in the past. It was so much fun when they started coming into the Victorian era and even the French Revolution. They started coming closer and closer to recent times. And the Victorian one, the Syndicate game, it was just so hollow in my opinion. They didn't put any love into it. It had the good developed combat. The combat in that game was probably the most refined. It was very fluid, but the whhole world and the open world concept just was not fully developed, and that game felt empty.
Forget the mother.
They've made it a little bit better in this game. It feels more full. But now the combat's gone.
We need another opinion on this. Why split resources
And I just don't
searching
like
for
how
a
we keep
woman
going
we
back
can't
in
find?
time.
If we
Assassin's
narrow our
Creed games aren't
focus,
supposed to be
Athens
about
will be
sword
ours.
and shield combat.
Immediate threats have to be destroyed. Pericles has to be destroyed.
Not without the mother.
I'm telling you, they're
We
doing
aren't
Romans
strong enough
next.
without the mother.
I'll
Don't
guarantee
let
it.
Demos hear that. If anything, we should be hunting the father.
They have plenty. They
We
have plenty
know
of eras
who the
to
mother
do.
is. Looking for the
They
father
can do
would
Roman
be a waste
Empire.
of
They can do
resources.
Persian
What do you
Empire.
think? Hunt the champion's
And they
mother
can do the
or her
Islamic
father?
empires after that.
Father.
What
I'm
did
not
I
even
tell
paying
you?
attention to
You're
this
both
stuff. It
wrong.
gets so boring.
No.
It's just
if
blah,
you
blah, blah,
excuse
blah,
me.
blah.
I'll need much more information to identify who these cultists
Just
are.
wrong. We need to look for the father.
What are the cult's plans? I'm pretty sure you could just ask them. Why does this guy have a knife? Okay, buddy.
It's only blood right now, but who knows? Demos may ask for our hands next.
This is why organizations like this always
Go
fail
on. Make
in
your
the
offer.
long run. It's because they hide their faces. No, all this. We still have this stuff today, tons of it.
We just have to keep our sights on what the bloodline
Pedophile
will do
rings,
for us.
all that stuff. Everybody eventually gets
bloodline?
exposed.
The mother,
It might
the
take a lot
father, the
longer.
brother. You
It's
know,
easier and
her
easier to
kin.
hide,
We need them.
but
all
you
of
can't hide
them.
forever.
To
Nobody
use
can.
them?
That information is not for Demos, of course. You know how volatile she is. She could rip through us easily.
I'll be sure to keep it to myself.
As you
So
should.
Demos is the leader and she's the
Nor
woman.
can she know we're about to capture her mother.
That's hilarious, dude. That's so
Tell
funny.
me about Demos.
She's shown us what we need to know. She's
a
a
machine.
machine, a weapon for the cult. Someone that unstable can't be trusted with such personal information.
I really wish in this game they allowed you to play as both the female character and the male character simultaneously, like switch between them, similar to what they did in Syndicate. But I'm realizing that that probably wouldn't have been possible because of the fact that we're traveling around Greece and we're going from location to location. And in a game right here that is so grind oriented and so level oriented, where you're never really following the main storyline in a strict pattern, that's not really possible, because it wouldn't really feel right when the characters are separately leveling up and you don't know what they're doing when you're spending all this time traveling around from location to location. They wouldn't ever be in contact with each other.
You know where she
Where
is?
in London, it
No,
made more sense
but it
because
won't be long
it was
until
small.
we
They had
do,
the same
I assure
hideout,
you.
the
She's
home base.
cult's next
They were both kind of
target.
doing different plot lines and then coming together sometimes when their stuff crossed.
And do what with her?
I would lower my voice if I were you. Just know she will be put to good use unless she's uncontrollable.
I don't know what the other storyline with Cassandra looks like, if it's exactly the same, but I'm telling you right now, if I were to play that, I think I'd be really pissed off, because back then, if you were a woman and a mercenary going around, I guarantee everywhere you went, every single person you met would comment on the fact that you're a woman.
I have to go.
To our
Every
great
single
ambition.
person you
To
met.
ambition.
Nobody would take you seriously. No one. We got some more people to talk to here. This is clearly a piece of Eden. They worship it or some crap. I don't really see any,
We can't have two minds about this. The cult must decide.
I need some more, magnifying glasses here. Let me go off to the side here. Is there somebody over here? Is that where we came in? This isn't where we came in. Let's try things. Oh yeah, there's some more stuff over here. So there might be another chamber on the other side we gotta go look at. I need to investigate this. I'm not stealing that. Why is there a magnifying glass? Should I steal it? Do I need to steal this?
Letters to and from the cult.
Yeah, I do need to steal this.
Gods. They have a foothold in every part of the Greek world.
They make it look
We're
so
in more
sketchy
danger than
that
I
you shouldn't
thought.
be stealing. We need one more thing. It's probably on the other side here. I'm wondering if there's anything through this door here. This is probably the entrance to the temple.
What else do you want from me?
Alright, yeah, so I'm
Why
listening
they
in.
face so sad, like the tragic mask of Melpomene. Your family is safe for now.
Just don't touch them. Don't hurt them.
That is up to you, but I know you'll behave because you know their fates if you don't.
Please, don't.
We will kill them. Your wife, your child, and then what would you have to live for?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Is that it? We gotta keep going. Why is that guy running around in the water down there? Alright, there's another cave over here. I hate this stuff. I hate this kind of stuff. It's so boring. It's boring to play and boring to watch. But it's main storyline, and this is the crap that they put you through. What's up, guys? We having a little party over here?
Pull yourself together, Malaka! You're a fucking pig before slaughter!
I'll do it, I swear. I'll kill him. Let me go.
I'll kill him.
You like to watch, you sick fuck? You're not just going to watch.
I love it.
You're going to teach this little insolent shit a lesson!
Yeah, let's do it.
Does he deserve it?
Does it fucking matter, does it? What I say goes. No questions asked.
I couldn't do it. But I'm not scared. Not anymore.
If you can't kill a fucking artist, what are you gonna do when I tell you to kill a fucking Archon?
I will. I'll kill Phidias.
Just do it!
Show him what happens to cowards. They get fucking burned!
That's facts. You do it.
No. He's yours.
You don't know what the fuck fun is. More for me!
Okay, so we just got more of their plans about
Fuck
who they
with
wanted
me,
to
and there's
attack.
plenty more where that came from.
The Archons and Phileas? It's a big dude.
It's
Fuck
strange.
up like that again and I'll draw blood.
Feel something.
Now
towards
get
the
fuck
pyramid.
out of here
It's covered
before
in
I get this
shards,
traitor's blood
like
on your
Alpinors.
You,
It's because you are... I'm... What is the name of the ancient race? Because that's the storyline of this game. There was an ancient race of people who lived here on Earth before humans. And they created humans to use as slaves, and then they had a war with each other. So the previous race is kind of like our Atlantis, like what we describe Atlantis as. But there's a bunch of people who were half human, half of that original race, and their descendants live on. So that's what Leonidas was, and that's what Alexios is. He's half human, half of the original race. They're the Isu. The Isu. That's what they're called. The Isu, also known to humanity variously as those who came before. So I'm pretty sure not most of the assassins, but a lot of the people in these stories are half Isu, half human. That's what Desmond Miles was, I'm pretty sure.
You had the last piece. Now it is ready. Every time I see it, it calls to me and sings of power. Does it call to you like it calls to me?
Who are these people? Keep my
It does. It's impressive.
Yes. Show your reverence.
Touch it.
What we have now is
Woman.
everything. Ira has blessed me. My great warrior is leading our army to victory. Can you imagine the pride I feel?
No.
Then you have a thing or two left to learn.
Yeah, teach
I raised our champion to bring us to ultimate glory. Wait and see.
Foreshadowing. I'm gonna have to kill the champion at some point. It's Cassandra, are you kidding me? So the baby girl didn't die either. Alright, so I'm assuming if you play as Cassandra, Alexios is the baby. Neither of them die. And then he's the champion that they raised.
Elpinor is dead.
And her name's Demos.
One of you is a traitor.
I'm pretty sure that's Cassandra. Don't F with me. Because that's a unisex name, isn't it?
The artifact.
Yeah,
will
because
expose
in
them.
real Greek history, Demos is a guy. So I'm pretty sure they just switched the roles here.
Everyone will be tested. You?
Yeah, if you play as Cassandra, Alexios is Demos.
Go.
So that is Cassandra. I'm noticing when Alexios is Demos, he doesn't look the same. They both kind of look more evil when they're this Demos character.
Go.
So what just happened? That wasn't us, right? I can't tell with all these masks on people. That's us.
You.
What are we even doing here? Getting a little touch, getting a little feel. Baby lip.
Cassandra.
Yeah. Oh, I knew it.
Go. You. Get up here.
Yeah, she just looks much like nastier than if you play as her. So if you played as her, Alexios would be Demos, and he would probably look nastier. So she's just pissed off now.
The traitor is dead!
Alright, so if we come out of this right here, I'm probably gonna end this part here and maybe keep going. This part's gotten kind of long. It's really just because this has whole been a chain of events, including the cult here. We learned a lot. Also finding online that most people are picking Cassandra. That's just biased. When the characters are literally exactly the same.
You're alive.
What if it wasn't me? Just the mask. It doesn't look like him. Okay, it is. I'm gonna go with the cult.
I found them.
Army.
They have an army. Not the Spartans or the Delians. An army just to themselves. I can't fight an army, Herodotus.
I see.
We gotta help Sparta win.
It's worse than I thought.
Use Sparta
There's
to
more.
fight against these people.
They have a weapon.
What kind?
A soldier. Stronger and more ferocious than any I've ever seen. Herodotus. It's my sister.
I'm sick.
We need to get to Athens.
Athens? We need to find my mother. My clothes. Spear.
Of course.
My spear.
I'm more of a sword kind of guy. Looking Gucci.
The cult of Cosmos called my sister Demos. She used an artifact to see my memories.
Alexios, the man I serve. We must tell him what's happened before it's too late.
Wish I could see my memories in
You've
third
heard
person.
the name Pericles before.
Alright, so he's the leader of Athens.
Pericles is the great general leading the Delian League against the Spartans. They say he's ruthless.
We aren't leading the League against anyone. Pericles is a man of peace.
Do we get to pick sides
This
still here?
war
Have
was
we not
thrust
officially
upon
chosen?
him. Upon us all.
A general who doesn't want war. Not likely.
Save your doubts. He is working to end this war.
Yeah, can we just achieve
We
peace?
all are. If there are forces colluding against him, he must be warned. We have to go.
You weren't there, Herodotus. The cult controls everything. There's no stopping them.
Which is why you cannot turn away. They want to destroy all of the Greek world with this war.
I won't be some pawn in your scheme, Herodotus.
Don't do it for me, then. Do it for your mother.
It's low.
If there is one place where we can find information about your mother,
That's probably
it
not
is in
true.
Athens.
How?
Pericles surrounds himself with the brightest minds in Athens.
They might be smart, but
Which
that
is to
doesn't
say
mean they have
anywhere.
knowledge of her location.
In Athens, you can fulfill your duty to your family.
I'd love to see Athens, so let's go there, but
But before we can go, I need you to meet me at the Lion of Leonidas, at Thermopylae.
oh really?
Leonidas? Why?
There's something I need to know. Something that may help us take down this cult and save your mother.
You've proven I can trust you. But let's make it quick, Herodotus. First
go.
Thermopylae, then we go to Athens.
Probably just doing that so we can get to Athens.
I'll
In
make
a,
sure every single one of
in
these
a guided
cultists
path.
dies
Alright,
by
so
my hands.
ending part 12 there, obviously. What's this? Cult of Cosmos. The Cult of Cosmos is a secret organization of powerful people plotting to control the world. Seek clues across Greece to unveil the identity of all members of the cult and put an end to it once and for all. Blah, blah, blah. We have a new menu. From the cultist menu, we get clues to unveil cultist members. So we have to figure out who these people are. So these people are just, we don't have any of them revealed yet, except for this guy. We defeated him. Oh, and we defeated Elpinor. Is Cassandra on here? Because we clearly know who she is. She's just Demos, though. Alright, so part 12.